buzzing in here, as you can hear, Jeremy. 3-0 to the Arsenal. Huge result in the title race, putting that pressure on Manchester City. Everyone is smiling in here. I mean, you could see at full time what it meant to Mikel and the players, and of course all the supporters here inside Emirates Stadium. But Mikel was running over to the supporters, giving it this. You can see a huge smile on his face. How are you feeling right now, Jez?
Yeah, they're really pleased with that performance. You know, I said before the game, this was a tricky game, you know, between two Champions League semi-final, and we've delivered. We played so well, the first half in particular. Second half was not as exciting as the first one, but game was over by then. So 3-0, I'll take that. You know, it's good for goal difference as well. So yeah, no, it's good. Good game.
How will they be feeling right now walking into the dressing room? We also saw Lewis-Skelly and Mikel having a nice little chat, a nice little moment. They'll be elated. They'll be so excited and thrilled with that performance, particularly the first half, but also in the second half to be able to see it out, not concede, really good as well.
Yeah, no, of course, they've been under pressure lately. You know, the result hasn't been as good as we would have expected and they would have wanted. So games like this will give a massive boost for what's coming on Tuesday night, which is another massive game and big night. So yeah, this is exactly what we needed to get that confidence up, that momentum before Tuesday. And yes, seeing some great performance, you know, from players that haven't played a lot or haven't had many minutes. So yeah, it's really good in terms of full squad to get everybody confident, happy, ready for Tuesday.
And to be able to rest players in the second half and conserve energy without conceding, like we said, that's got to be really good for the players, for, you know, the pressure, for them physically, but also mentally, like we've spoken about a lot. You know, they will feel the emotional side of the back-to-back games, the title race, the pressure that is on them. So the fact that, you know, we've got this result in the manner that we have, there's so much to be happy about this evening, isn't there? Yeah,
I think the mentality and the mindset now is, you know, they're all going to be tired. Of course, physically, it's the end of the season. There's game back to back, so you are physically going to be tired. The more you put in performance like this, the less tired you are, because your mind is just so happy, momentum, clear. The team's playing well. Everybody's just on it. You just like feel, yeah, cool. I don't feel the pain. I don't feel like I'm tired physically. I'm just excited for the next game now. And putting the pressure on Man City now, because on top of getting them 6 points, you as well scored 3 goals. So then you're just putting them under pressure in terms of you've got to win, but you've got to win with scoring goals. So, so yeah, no, that was a huge result.
Earlier on, we were like, goal difference right now, it doesn't matter, let's just get the win. And now everyone's like, the goals, the goals. I want to hear from you guys in a minute, but we had Adrian Clark on commentary duties as always, and we can check in with him now. I know he'll have a huge smile on his face. Clarky, how are you doing? Oh, there we go. How are you feeling after that one?
I'm loving it, absolutely. Honestly, that first half was fabulous, wasn't it? It was a brilliant watch. Lovely to see the players cut loose, express themselves and have a little bit of fun with it. And we were just reminded of what a good group of players this is, what a special group of players this is. There were great performances all over the pitch, particularly in the first half. But, you know, Saka stood out, obviously, with a goal and assist. He created 4 chances as well. You know, he absolutely tormented Fulham, didn't he? Gyokeres, for me, deservedly got the man of the match from the TV company, because he led the line superbly. I mean, Jez must have been full of admiration for that as a former striker. You know, the way he held the ball, the runs he made, the finishes that he produced. It was a proper centre-forwards performance from Victor Gyokeres. And I want to also mention Lewis-Skelly. You know, what a terrific decision from Mikel Arteta to play him central midfield. And then, boy, did he deliver. I was looking at some of his numbers here on my screen. He completed 64 of 66 passes, 97% success rate. Only the 2 centre-backs had more of the ball than Lewis-Skelly. He took responsibility and delivered big time. So he's proved today that he's a player that can absolutely be trusted to play in that position.
And Adrian, of course, the win, the 3 points is huge, also goal difference. But the manner of which we've won here today in North London, especially the outside noise, it's a big win here, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah. Because obviously the 1-0 against Newcastle was a clean sheet win, but it wasn't convincing. This was convincing. It could have been a lot higher, the scoreline. And I think that City will look at that and say, oh, Arsenal are playing well again. I think the outside world will be saying, oh, Arsenal, maybe they're not going to bottle it this time around. They look the real deal. It just amplifies the pressure on City ahead of that game at Everton, which is a tricky one. So look, let's just really hope that Everton could do us a favour and take some points off them on Monday night, and then we really will be in position A. But yeah, look, it's been a great day. I've absolutely loved it, and yeah, hopefully we get a brilliant night on Tuesday as well. Because if we play like we did today against Atletico Madrid, I'm telling you now, the scoreline will be similar. We'll win, and we'll win with ease. So that's the challenge. We've set the standard now. You know, obviously Tottenham away was a high-level performance. We've seen others earlier in the season. But this performance here, if this can be replicated on Tuesday and at West Ham away, that will be, that will put us in a seriously strong position ahead of the last couple of games.
Brilliant stuff, as always. Thank you so much, Adrian. We'll let you go and celebrate that win. Oh, he's made me feel great. He's made me feel so confident. How are you guys feeling, and how has that performance made you feel ahead of the run-in and Champions League on Tuesday night as well?
Well, I thought it was a fantastic performance. Second half, really professional, conserving energy. Yes, it would have been nice to have got another goal or two, but that isn't what really mattered. Declan Rice at the end there, for the first time ever, he didn't look absolutely exhausted. Swapping with Zubimendi, yeah, and Adrian said it there, didn't he? MLS and Victor were the two standouts. B, great to have him back. So, yeah, fantastic. But I have got to say that it's my partner's, she's an Everton fan. It's her birthday next week. And I'm going up to the Hill Dickinson Stadium for the Everton-Man City match.
How are you feeling?
I'll be the only one probably in this stadium going there to represent Arsenal.
Come on. Are you going to wear a shirt? Yeah.
You going up with this?
Well, she came here for the Everton match, and I wouldn't let her wear her Everton scarf, so I don't think I'd get through it.
So sneak it under a jumper.
I've got a half and half scarf.
Oh.
Which I did let.
Honestly, I think with the situation we're in, I think it's totally acceptable for you to wear an Everton scarf.
Exactly. Come on, you Toffees.
Yeah, get up there, collect the 3 points back to North London.
Moisey owes us one, doesn't it?
And Fulham, though, we should say that they looked a lot better in the second half than in the first half. I mean, they still couldn't quite make that count, and we managed to hold off any chances they did have. David Ray actually had to make a decent save at one point. We had a few chances in the second half, but not too much happened. But I think all of us were just sat there kind of like, yeah, this is fine, right, job done.
Yeah, when you played so well in the first half and dominated and scored 3, the second half is all about, managing the game, managing, players, resting, changing, rotating stuff. So you can't kind of, obviously you do hope for more goals, but I think 3-0, as long as you can control the game, you're just happy with that.
Max Dowman came on as well, and everyone was really excited to see him. Nearly got a goal. Jez was actually in the loo at that moment, so he came out.
Always picked the right time.
He came out, and I was like, oh, you just missed. It was so nice from Max, such a lovely run, and just, he's so full of confidence for his age, his ability as well, but his maturity. He's just brilliant. We speak about him a lot. I know Arsenal supporters absolutely love him, and he was so close, almost got a goal. That would have been just the icing, the cherry on top of the cake. But he was really impressive, actually. Made quite an impact when he came on, didn't he?
He always do that.
Yeah.
It's funny because obviously I don't wish anything, but it's like every game when he come on, I'm like, oh, is he gonna have a bit of a kind of a nothing performance, a 10, 15 minutes where you don't really see him on the ball, but never. Every time he comes on, he always, first ball he gets, he just drive forward with it, with like power, speed, and then you just think, wow, this kid's 16 years old. It's just insane, it's crazy. But Mikel's obviously been, lately not put him on too much. He's kind of picking his moment to get him slowly. He doesn't want to push him and put him too much under pressure. So it was great to see him today because we haven't seen him for a few games. So it's good.
Yeah. I want to get a player of the match poll going. There's Miles Lewis-Skelly. All right, we need to... Well, there's actually quite a few players you could pick from. I mean, Victor Gyokeres.
Miles Lewis-Skelly, Victor Gyokeres. I'd also put down Bukayo in that first half as well.
Yeah.
Who else? Declan Rice, I thought he did really well today. Who else?
Name the whole 11.
I will do the whole 11 if I can,
We've
but
only
yeah.
got 3 players that can be in this poll, but I mean, keep going.
3 players, right. I'll do Miles Lewis-Skelly, Victor Gyokeres, and
Bukayo, surely.
Yeah, has to be.
Yeah. We'll get some more thoughts. I mean, I want to hear who stood out to all of you, but then we're going to narrow it down to 3 players for this poll because we can't have everyone on it. So here are the microphones. Who else really impressed you in this game?
I mean, I have to say, I think especially in the first half, it was the first game, maybe this year, where there was no weak players and genuinely everyone was incredible. I would agree. I think it is Miles, Bukayo, and Gyokeres, but I just think everyone did play incredibly. But my player would be Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say it.
Like, just going back to the Dowman point, obviously he's not a candidate for player of the match, but if you think, like, Dowman came on, starred Bukayo, Lewis-Skelly, and then, like, just on the other side, we had that lovely moment when everyone was chanting the Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we had Saka in here early, like, that's such a sort of like endorsement for the academy, I think, and you know, like that we've had those people come through Hale End and all-star in that today.
That's so true, so well said. I mean, Per, he was emotional anyway when he was on the show, and I know that they did something special for him pitch side before the game. I bet you he was just sat there watching like, those are my boys! But so many names to pick from there. Dan, who impressed you?
Yeah, I think I'd echo the 3 that we've spoken about, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Saka and Gyokeres. Saka and Gyokeres obviously stand out because of their statistical contribution to the game, but I think what Miles did brought a breath of fresh air to our team and allowed what happened in front of him to happen because of how sharp he was on the turn, because of how consistent he was with driving forward and feeding the likes of Bukayo Saka, letting Declan Rice off the leash. So, yeah, I think Miles Lewis-Skelly is the catalyst of why we were able to go towards a 3-0 rather than a 1-0 cagey win that we've become accustomed to. But everyone was great, man. And Saka's reminded us just how good he is. So, yeah, man, amazing.
All right, we'll go for, on the poll, Victor, Bukayo and Miles, because I think that's totally fair enough. Clive, hello. Come on in. Good to see you.
I've been here before.
Well, deja vu. Yeah. How are you feeling after that? Because as you can see, the smiles on all of our faces. We're thrilled. You know what's nice as well? Our heart rates are probably all quite high, but it's because it's not been a big emotional roller coaster of a game and nervy. It's because it's been exciting and we're happy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you already spoke about it, but our intention to play forward was just great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everything was bang, touch, one touch, forward. Gyokeres, channel runs. That's what he is. You were like that, right? Channel runs. You don't want. You need the ball.
To go back to what you said about Miles, Miles could do that because there was forward run.
Yeah.
So he could release the ball quicker. When you don't have those,
You get caught on it.
You get caught on it because you take an extra touch waiting for it and he doesn't.
Exactly.
Doesn't come.
He gets caught on it and suddenly Miles is under pressure, right? And there are people looking at him, wondering. But when you got targets to hit, you hit them. You know, and he ran down the sides. I thought he was brilliant. I really did.
Yeah.
Loved it.
And all in all, especially in the first half, it was so positive and actually just really exciting play from Arsenal, which I think was quite refreshing for all of us to see.
You're all thinking, where has this been? Where has this been? Where was this at Newcastle, Bournemouth? You know, it's been a little bit tough at times, but it's all part of the journey, isn't it? When you win, you can say that, right? It's all part of the journey, but that was really good. So now you're looking at us from the outside and hold on, they're not done. They're not done. They are not done. Now other people got issues, haven't they? So we can relax.
Wait till Monday.
Yeah, I know, we'll all be watching. Well, we've got someone actually going to City's game.
Oh, yeah?
Hill Dickinson, yeah. undercover.
Yeah, exactly. How have they been? Have they been good?
They've been great, yeah. You know what? I'm really glad that it was a really good performance. Look, we have no control over what the boys do down there. Yeah, we can't control it, unfortunately. But I'm really glad that, because you guys, can you actually tell us how this came about? Because we've got 4 brilliant Gooners in the audience here today, and you guys have been part of raising money, right? For what we're talking about, pre-match?
I think we have a couple that won it legit, just like as a pure raffle, and I think a couple done an auction. Is that right? Yeah. And so they bid for it, etc. So they deserve to be here. That's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, really good, really good.
And deserved a good performance from the boys, so I'm really happy that they pulled through for you. We were just talking about our player of the match and who really stood out for everyone. Who do you think was key for you today?
I've got about 5, is that right?
Yeah,
no, for me, I know Victor's had a bit of, indifferent sort of criticism, but I loved what he did today. I think when you have a forward like that, he gives the whole team direction about where to go. That's very important to the team play, so I loved what he did. But obviously the biggest, we call it stock rising, don't we? Like, the biggest stock rising for me is Miles, because we discovered him, right? So, and to do what he's done that at 19, give it to me, I'll take it here, I'll ride a challenge. When it comes to me, 2 touch, bang, bang, and that rhythm started to be infectious to everybody else. They said, he can do it in 2, I can do it in 2, and suddenly we're going forward, aren't we? And I thought, to do that, if you're the manager, you're having a little word with him to say, don't do anything silly, don't go anywhere, just like we've got your back, and I think that's a really good performance.
But it was first time, wasn't it? Every time the ball came to him, he knew where it was going. Really once, good. Maybe turned on it. He did the old Miles turn, didn't he, that we've missed?
A couple of times he gambles on the referee.
He rode his luck. Yeah.
He rode his luck a couple of times, particularly later on when he gets tired. Jeremy knows, like, sometimes when you're playing, you haven't played for a while, the first thing you do is you lose your picture. You lose what's around you. And he kept it going and kept it going. Only lost it when he got tired. When he had his picture, it was like bang, bang. Oh, I thought he was great today. Really
yeah,
good.
He is. I mean, he is in a poll for player of the match. No surprise there. And I was at the training ground a couple of weeks ago with Frimmy, and we're doing a show live from Schober on the Arsenal. Watch it if you haven't before. And we get to catch up with players, and it's a live chat show, and it's really fun. And we had Miles join us maybe 2 weeks ago. And he's just brilliant. He's really young, but when you're speaking to him, you don't feel that way at all. He's so mature, he's so lovely. I know his family have played such a big part in getting him to where he is and how humble he is. But he's just a brilliant character. So him also being able to perform like that, it's just lovely, I think, for Arsenal supporters and his journey through the club as well. We just love to see it, don't we?
We do. And I think when he used the left back to break in, the next phase of his career is in midfield. It's obvious. He's in midfield. He's a midfielder that can play left back rather than a left back that plays in midfield. And that's clear. And hopefully today, his career path will change. We have to adjust what we do. But football is a harsh sport, right? It depends what the directors want, what they want to do. But I hope he stays here, and I hope he's going to be part of our future.
Here's the question for you. We've got the Spain number 6 sitting on the bench today.
Yeah.
Zubimendi. Who are you starting in that position on Tuesday?
Oh, yeah. Well, mate, Miles will be in an ice bar for 2 days, so I think it'll be tough. European Champions League semi-final, I'm going with the experienced player, right, every time. But what Miles has done is said to everybody, I'm here and I'm now part of the rotation. And that's all he can do. That's all he can do, right? So.
Absolutely. And we do have a big game on Tuesday night. Just the small matter. What is it? The second leg against Atletico Madrid. No, that's not the spirit. We are looking forward to it. We are excited. Positivity. Because, I mean, we were saying post-match in Madrid, second half Atletico were very good, right? But we were really happy in general with the Arsenal performance and the fact that it was there at their home, which was so loud. I'm sure you could hear it watching from at home or wherever you were watching through the TV. Being there, it was unbelievable. I've never, ever heard an atmosphere like that. And for the players to be able to grind it out, walk away with a 1-1 draw, even though everyone might have thoughts and feelings on whether we should have had a second penalty, but, you know, we'll leave that for Tuesday. But we've got the home advantage in this second leg. After what we've just seen here tonight, surely we should be feeling pretty confident going into that one.
Yeah, we should.
No, seriously, I'm confident. Are you confident? Got to be confident.
Yeah,
you know?
we shouldn't. Well, at home, at ours, I am confident. We shouldn't underestimate what it means to play away from home in stadiums against clubs like Atletico Madrid, with managers like Diego Simeone, who have been around the block many times. And like, we are playing a team that have been in Champions League finals more than we have, more recently than we have as well. And they're no mugs. They have great talent up there that can hurt us. But at ours, the impetus is on us to take the game to them. And that's why I feel like coming here with a 1-1, we're not behind, everything's level. Let's take it to them, man.
Yeah, and the positivity, Jez, and the momentum from a win like this, but also, like we said, the manner in which we've won here today, that's great for the boys going into Tuesday.
Of course it is. Momentum's great, and the boys will feel great after that performance. What I will say is Tuesday's a different day. Yeah. Tuesday at 8 o'clock, that's when, blow the whistle, that's when it starts. And if you have 9 out of 11 that plays brilliant, then we'll probably win the game. If you only get 5 or 6, that might not be enough, because as you say, in front of you, it's not, no disrespect to Fulham, but you'll have international experienced Champions League players in front of you. So it ain't going to be the same game. Yeah. You know, it's a semi-final of Champions League. You only, you know, play once or twice in your life if you're lucky. So it will be a different game. But
for sure,
it's the momentum, and winning today in that manner is obviously massive.
Exactly that. Look, you know, you are an invincible former player yourself. Going into the dressing room after this performance, this win, 3 goals for goal difference in the league, everything that brings. The crowd, like the narrative now in the media, you know, it's going to give them that confidence. Yeah, we know Atletico are a very different team to Fulham. Tuesday night, a lot of pressure on it. It's a big, big game. But they'll have a little spring in their step now, right?
Of course, in terms of recovery now, for the next couple of days, it'll be much easier to recover, to go on that bike or go and do whatever the physio tells you to do, because you've just, you know, played great, scored for Gyokeres, Saka. Then yeah, it's obviously a massive boost, but it's all focusing on that Tuesday night, 8 o'clock.
Oh,
that's what it is.
I'm excited though, and I'm not feeling nervous, which is quite nice actually, isn't it? Yeah.
I think Jeremy's point is really important. The European game, as soon as the whistle goes, you realise it's a different match. The way it's refereed. If you ever travelled away in Europe and you go to stadiums, you think, hold on, you should go near somewhere, they fall over, free kick. Yeah. Momentum changes. They have the ball for 3 minutes. Oh my God, it's a different game. It's a completely different game. We've learned how to do it now. So I'm hopeful when we come here, everyone's going to have their top voices on. I think it should be all right.
Yes, we are. We're going to be singing like Saka was earlier, but better than this. Anyway, Clive, we're going to let you go, so we've kept you for ages. Thank you so much.
I tucked my head in.
I know, we were like, oh, yeah, go on.
I know you two are tired.
No, we're not. We're running on pure vibes, aren't we? Everyone is. Thank you so much for joining us, and well done on everything once again. You're the money that you've raised. Brilliant stuff. Right, we're going to just quickly look at the player of the match. Poll result. Can I get a drum roll? Brilliant. Oh, thank you, guys. Here we go. Oh, the suspense. It is. Was that Victor? Were you taking it away too quickly?
Gyokeres.
Please, Gyokeres. Oh, there we go. 56%, fair play. I mean, yeah, that celebration, rightly so, brilliant game from him. And it's really good to see, he looks like he's settled in well. And I know that, you know, there's been a lot of noise from outside and people have been wanting so much from him. And also Arsenal supporters, right? We had such high expectations when we signed him. And it feels like it's starting to happen for him, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I think tonight we've seen what he can do if we feed him the ball quick enough. And I think, you know, we mentioned I've defended him a lot of times, saying, you know, if you put me there in that position, I'll be struggling, because you just make the run and the ball don't come quick enough. So then you end up being restricted, be on your own against 2-3 defenders with not much space. you keep making a run, you don't get the service, you get mentally tired, you just carry on making it, and then the ball doesn't always come. So I think tonight, Miles obviously has got a big part to play. Eze, I think, find Gyokeres very quickly in transition. And I think Fulham came and played as well, in terms of they didn't just defend and just stay, 11 men behind the ball, not gain any space. They came out and tried to play, and obviously we were much better and find the space quickly. But I think he was great tonight. I think he deserved. For me, he's definitely my man of the match. Yeah.
For sure. All right, guys. Shall we wrap this up and go celebrate? Yeah. This has been lovely. We go again on Tuesday night in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. A huge game. We will be live from 6:45 p.m. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.